I will be going to the gym and hitting legs. And one of my 3 subscribers asked if I could make a form video. So today we're going to be focusing on form and the eccentric versus the concentric and what that means and what that means for your lifting. So I hope you're excited because I am. I'm here with my camera woman. She's right there. I just wanted to talk really quickly before we went into the gym. This is the creatine that I use. This is the Walmart brand. Nothing special. It gets the job done. And I think that creatine is essential for growing muscles. Not essential, but it helps a lot. And then this is, I haven't used this in a bit, but this is the pre-workout that I like. The Alani pre-workout. 1, because it's cheap as fuck. This is $10. And 2, because it has really good ingredients. And if I take half a scoop, it doesn't give me like the itchy nose, like the itchy face that feels like my nerves are on fire. And so I really like this for that reason. I don't know if I'm going to take any today. It's close to my bedtime. Okay. What time is it?
4:36.
It's close to my bedtime. Bedtime's in 4 hours. Okay.
Amen.
What she has right here, this is what I was talking about earlier. Is that the pad is right here above her ankles. And then she's sitting up just a little bit so that her butt's not sliding in right there. And then she's gonna wrench this down at some point. Looks like it already is. And she's gonna lean forward and start her set. Now this is why the stretch is important, because she's coming all the way up and those muscles in your hamstrings are getting stretched. It's perfect.
Okay, so while Ella sets up for this leg extension, she's just setting on some light weights because she's weak. She's adjusting the pad to be on the smallest setting possible because she's got midget legs. And she's sitting forward, so her butt's not touching the back of the pad because she's got no butt. And it helps and aids within getting the most stretch within your legs. Can you demonstrate where you're getting the stretch? Point with your hands. Thank you. So I have some news for Ella. That's why this video is a little bit longer. I have tuned in to 1 or 2 songs by Deftones. All on my own, yeah.
No fucking way.
I'm a big girl now, mama. And I have been contemplating and have an appointment on April 21st to dye my hair black.
So you're turning emo is what I'm hearing.
Definitely not all the way, but like, that's a large step for Miss Casey. What are your thoughts?
I have wanted this since I met Casey at kindergarten. When I'm doing this, I am pausing at the top of my set like this and going slow. This movement is the concentric coming up, and coming down is the eccentric. You want to be big and explosive with your concentric and then slow with your eccentric. You need to make sure that when you are working out, your eccentric is slow and controlled and your concentric is explosive. And now I'm not saying like go willy-nilly with everything, but the eccentric is what puts the muscle underneath the most tension, and tension is what causes micro tears in the muscle fibers, and that's what's going to build you muscle. So doing slow and controlled on the eccentric, and then just kind of trying to be explosive and as fast as you want on the concentric, that is what's going to build you the most muscle. That is what I have seen when I was all big and muscly. That's how I got big and muscly, was that I controlled my movement. Okay, so today we're going to be doing RDLs on the Smith machine. These are a pretty simple setup. I always put a plate. I put a plate underneath my feet because it just helps me squat to lower depth. And at some point, I will get a side view for you guys so that you can see how to do an RDL. But what I'm thinking about is keeping my feet just a little bit more narrow than shoulder width apart. I'm grabbing like this with an open hand grip. I like to call these Lego hands. And then I am sending my butt back like this take a seat, and then I'm coming back up while squeezing my tuchus. So, I will demonstrate for you front view, and then we will see what it looks like from the side. You're gonna go down as far as you can, and you're gonna come up and really squeeze your glutes when you get up to the top. So, once again, go down, come back up. Talking about foot placement and what that means. Sometimes I get it really mixed up, so like truly I could be wrong. Once again, I'm not a licensed professional. But as far as I'm aware, this leg placement is what's going to work your quads. This leg placement is what's going to work your glutes. And right here in the middle, with your legs just a little bit out, is going to work some of your inner thigh, some of your glutes, and some of your quads. It's kind of the best of both worlds. But today, we're doing a glute day. So, today, we will be doing it from down here. Just a little bit out, because I have really bad knees. With this one, you want your butt flush with the seat. And you want your feet kind of turned out a little bit, depending on what you're working. I like to do this far apart. And when you come down, make sure you don't lift up your butt like this, because that can end in spinal cord injuries and just all around back injuries. And you don't want that. If that's not any good. Don't do what you're doing and rush through these. Make sure that you have a controlled eccentric going down and explosive going. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that, my 3 subscribers being you guys, but that workout low-key wiped me. I feel like shit. It was a good workout though, would you say? Yeah. Yeah. Did not end up doing cardio, but that's because we have other things to do, like my bedtime. She's the cardio. And so, yeah, it was good. I'm gonna edit this tonight. I also need to edit my video from yesterday, so I'll get that out for all of my subscribers. Thank you for tuning in.